There's our boat on the Rogue River. Jerry's Rogue Jets in Oregon. Good morning. Hi. So we are at Toon Lodge, and we chartered a boat.
Less windy, but rougher that way.
Uh-huh.
More windy and smoother this way. Want a middle?
Where do you want to sit?
So, what's your name?
Darin.
Darin. So, rougher but less windy.
Yes. Smoother,
More,
more windy.
yeah.
I like smaller. You can sit.
No. I'll sit next to you.
Can we go there?
All right.
We don't have any straps now.
So we're gonna go up the Rogue River. And Darin, how far up are we gonna go?
52 miles from the ocean.
Yeah.
52 miles.
Wow.
35 miles up.
We're gonna traverse up there. Awesome. All right, looking forward to it.
We will be stopping at different points of interest, historical sites. I'll give you a little history about the road and also just general information of the surrounding area, like the campgrounds, trailheads, road systems, and various things like that. That way, if you're hanging out or ever get back in the area, you'll have a better idea of what's available upstream. And along the way, hopefully we do stop for some wildlife. Never can tell how good the day's going to be for them critters. Some days are pretty good, some days aren't so good. Birds, they're typically pretty easy to find. It's the fur-bearing creatures that are a little more difficult. Basically, timing is the key. Being at the right place at the right time, and then just being able to see the critters when they're standing there in front of you. It does help if you guys kind of watch for wildlife along with me, because I definitely don't see everything back here. I do have to keep my eyes on the river part of the time, and I'm sure you'll appreciate the fact that I do pay attention to where we're going once in a while. So just be looking for the critters like the deer, bear, otter, mink, muskrat, raccoon, coyote, beaver, bobcat, macaque, beaver, squirrel, fox, and elk. If you see any of those, just get my attention back here any way you can. Turn around, wave at me, throw something at me, whatever it takes. I'll be glad to stop. If you have cameras, which I know you do, and you want photos, keep them handy. If you do have a camera and you like scenery shots, I guarantee you lots of pretty scenery to take pictures of. All up down the river, there's shots that could be taken. If you need to get clear of the windshield or a few heads in front of you, which you don't have any heads in front of you, but windshield you do. If you want to stand up in the boat to take those senior shots, you're welcome to do so. It's best not to stand up in the middle of a rapid or just prior to one, because I kind of need to see where I'm going. Calm stretches, feel free. You might remember one thing. If you do stand up to take that scenery shot, you feel like you're starting to lose your balance and fall in. Make sure you take the person next to you, because I don't stop for just one. Very simple. A tree a lot of people ask about on these trips would be the Oregon myrtle. On the right side there's a good example of one. That's what they make the pretty products out of that they sell down the myrtlewood shops in town. Not all of these trees make the pretty products. Some of them are kind of plain. The woodworkers that are making the products out of these trees, they like to find the ones that would have what you call fiddleback or tiger stripe in them. A couple different grain structures found in some, but not all myrtle trees. There's a trail up behind the myrtle tree there. It's called the Road Walk. It's kind of an easy walking trail. Follows the river for about 3 to 4 miles. Up around the next corner on the right will be a campground called Holly Park. And are those hats tied on your head? You got straps on them? Okay, here we go.
Oh. Oh. Really smooth. Rogue River in Oregon.
Road that you see up above us there is the one I was telling you about just moments ago. One of the last places you'll be able to see it from here to Agnes. It's cut in the side of a mountain called Skookum House Mountain. It got its name a long time ago. We did have some Indian wars around here years ago. During the war, there were a lot of battles fought. Most of these battles were fought right along the banks of the Rogue River. These cliffs above us served as one of those battle sites. There was a 21-day long battle fought right here. The Indians, they were driven out of a stronghold they had built up in the draw. They named it Skookum. Skookum is a Chinook jargon term that means stout or strong. They described their stronghold up there in the draw. Officially, those Indian wars went from October 8, 1855 to June 29, 1856. You can see they weren't very long.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the reason for that was there weren't a whole lot of Indians here in the area. There were several small bands scattered throughout the rugged countryside. Bands like the Shastakuste, Titutni, Chetco, and various others. These bands, they were all grouped together into one large tribe called the Rogues. And thus, that's how the Rogue River got its name, the Rogue Indians.
Rogue River in Oregon. Holy cow.
You probably don't want to do any more of those, do you? Yeah. You know what they say, practice makes perfect. We'll do another one. We'll go this way. Let's go downstream. Here we go. Then faster this time. To the left. Hey,
Oh my God! Are you alright?
Yeah. Wow. That was awesome.
Well, that was a little faster spin, so now you know what to expect.
Oh yeah, bald eagle. Can't get it on the phone, but it's up there.
Yeah.
Pretty. Woo!
Camera.
We're gonna have to tie him in, aren't we?
Woo!
In front of us right there, there's a tree growing out of the top of the rock.
Oh.
It's a canyon live oak tree. From this angle, it does appear that it is growing right out of the top of the rock. But as we motor past, you'll notice the roots actually go down the upriver side.
Huh.
Originally, the tree was growing right out of the top of the rock, only then the rock was about twice that size. What happened is the tree started growing out of the top of it, the roots went down through a crevice in it. As the tree grew, it split the rock into two halves, and then one of our major floods washed the other chunk of the rock away, leaving the roots exposed. It's been like this for a long time. This is a horseshoe type bend around to the left. So instead of dynamiting a trail through it, They just simply went up and around the backside of it, down the river on the other end. It wasn't until the 1930s when the 3C showed up here to build the Road River Trail. That's a civil conservation corps that they actually dynamited the trail through the canyon where it is today. This canyon does hold the deepest place that we go over and also the narrowest place that we go through. Deepest place is right up in front of us there. Averages out around 80 feet. Some say it can get up to as deep as 100 feet. You've been over lots of places that have been 20 feet deep, even some up here at 30 or 40, but this is the deepest that we go over. Sturgeon like to hang out in the deep places along the river. We do have the white and the green sturgeon in this river. Mainly the greens, not a lot of the whites. The whites are the more sought after of the two, so this river has never been one of those that people would travel to specifically to fish for sturgeon.
Mm-hmm.
Salmon and steelhead, yeah, people come here from all around the world to fish for those. White sturgeon would be the largest freshwater fish in North America. The largest ones are going to be up over 20 feet.
Spin.
You guys look like. Of course, we're not doing any more than this.
Yeah.
A might say something on the way down the picture. There we go.
A little fall along the Rogue River in Oregon. Mira,